Hello everyone, it's been a hot minute and I have been planning this video for quite some time. I've been doing my research, but for some reason I've just been putting it off, and one of the reasons could be we just never get sun in Canada nowadays. So today's video I would love to talk about the BL novels, the Chinese BL novels specifically that I really want to get to this year. I have been, how do I put this? I've been sucked into this world of Danmei and BL novels for, I would say, like 4 years by now. What are we in 2023? Yeah, I think so. And I've definitely gone through every corners of the internet in search of the best novels out there that fits my personal taste. And I've even joined, and I'm still a part of this sort of chat group that we all talk about some of our favorite reads. And some of them, the girls, we have the exact same tastes, that we all love angst, we love a good world building, and we have very similar preference when it comes to writing style. So I don't even remember how it came across with that group, but I'm super obsessed and super happy I found them. And just kind of like somewhere for me to discuss my love, confess my love for good books, but specifically for Danmei. Anyways, so I've done some homework here. I feel like 2023 is gonna be a good year for me in terms of reading Danmei and also watching Danmei shows. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you love Danmei, you might have watched The Untamed. That was kind of the peak and really just the highlight of Danmei TV shows, and a lot of things have happened since then, like things are banned and it's just gotten really controversial and tricky to release TV shows in China, but we all knew that there are a lot in the work and have completed the filming process. It's just getting the approval to be aired. And one of them just got released, which is Silent Reading. So far we only have 8 episodes, but the 8 episodes we got were gold. It was so amazing. I had such low expectation because I didn't necessarily like the cast, but they blew me away with their acting. So on that topic, one of the books that I really wanted to read was Sha Po Lang, or in like proper Chinese pronunciation is Sha Po Lang, which I actually don't really know what that means, but I know it's sort of more of like scheming and plotting kind of. It's not a slice of life, it's not modern. I think it's set in like an imagined ancient times, but I don't think it's necessarily making any specific reference to any real historical periods, but it is during the time that there's a specific kind of energy source that was like a fuel that was discovered. So it's a lot of people fighting for that specific source. So a few things I'm really looking forward to reading this is that apparently the audio drama for that is amazing. I think I've listened to like 1 or 2 episodes and I was really impressed. Somehow I stopped. Definitely want to get into that a bit more this year. And also the filming for that was completed, and Xiao Xingchen from The Untamed was in it. And I'm super looking forward to that, and apparently they're gonna release it in March potentially. We don't know because it's all just rumors and it's like hush-hush kind of situations in China, but I'm really looking forward to the drama as well, and it's Priest. So if you have come across any books or any works by Priest, you probably have been thoroughly impressed because her writing style is amazing, and her values and the kind of concepts that she woves and weaves, is that a word, into her stories are impeccable. It's just very it's more of like, how do I put it this, it's like it's much more than romance. There's so much more going on in her books, and I loved Silent Reading. It's definitely one my favorite. We call it like thriller or like crime solving novels. I don't know what those genres are called nowadays. I believe in her writing, and apparently I've like seen some leaked footage and photos of the filming. I feel like I'm talking more about the TV show, but I'm equally as excited about the book because I do definitely want to read the book before watching the drama. So there's that. And also, if you have come across my previous videos on Danmei, one of my favorite sort of slice of life like school life romance is That Certain Someone. I think that's how it's translated, which is wow, I can't even speak Chinese today. Momo, and it's by Mu Su Li. And for some reason, despite how much I love that novel, that's Certain Someone. I have never read any of her other works. So I really want to get into her other works because all of her works are constantly being ranked as the top on the original websites that all of those novels are published. So I'm currently reading Guan, which I don't think there is a Chinese English translated title, so it's just like spelled out as the sounds of it. It's very like, I think it's like cultivation. I've read a little bit of it so far. Like, I don't know anything about those. It's not even religion. Like, it's essentially, from what I've read so far, is people who are trained and they have specific skill sets to let people move on to their afterlife. If someone who had passed away but they were stuck in this sort of world that they built because they have regrets or have things that they couldn't let go in their living life, so they create this very dark energy source and very dark world, and people get sucked into it by accidents. So the people who are especially trained, they go into it and solve those and let them go and like let their grudge and rest kind of thing and make peace with whatever had happened during their lifetime. And our main characters, like one of them have completely lost all of his memories and he has gone through multiple lives. He has passed away and revived and continued doing this kind of work, and now it's been like, I don't even know how many centuries. It is supernatural mystery. There's a lot of mystery, so it's a little bit scary for me. I was reading, and also very heart-wrenching because you get to hear the stories of why they couldn't let the things go, and some of them are based on guilt, and some because they were wronged during their lifetime, they were mistreated by their loved ones even. So it's very sad actually, but it's very well written, and apparently this author is known for her impeccable writing style. But I definitely am super looking forward to her other works. Her works are mostly larger pieces. I think that's one of the reasons I never got into her other works. So another one is First Class Lawyer, that was written in 2018. So someone apparently woke up from like a premeditated explosion. I don't know if he died or not, but they were trying to solve whoever was the murderer, I suppose, that schemed that explosion, and they got help from other people. So I suppose it's like during that solving the crime, and then they fall in love kind of thing. So that's another work by her. And last but not least, also from the same author, it's Global Examination. I think this one had the most following in the English speaking community, if I'm not mistaken, because it is completely translated. The whole world is subjected to a highly dangerous standardized exam called the Global University Entrance Examination, which is like a play on the actual examination people have to do from high school to get into university in China. And you have to like answer questions and have, I believe, like do things to pass, but like your lives are at stake. It's not just like pass or fail an exam, your lives are actually on the line. And they will continue to live if they pass the test, and every month the exam will undergo reformation, while occasionally it is random simulation exams trapping contestants with convoluted rules and tricks. So I guess it's very like fast-paced thriller kind of thing, and just keep you on your toes. I remember someone leaving a comment for me saying for me to make more recommendation on Infinity or Unlimited Flow. So this is definitely one of those, and I haven't read anything in this genre because it is very complex, and I do get scared very easily when it comes to horror and reading like thrillers if it's written really well. And those authors, which I'll also talk about another one, they're known for their very realistic writing style, so that just really suck you into that imaginary world. So I'm really scared, but also I'm really looking forward to it. So it's kind of like me stepping out of my comfort zone. Kaleidoscope, I think that's how you pronounce that, of Death. It's completely translated. Essentially, again, like someone woke up and their whole world had become upside down, and they have to pass things, I suppose, and solve crimes or solve whatever riddles have been presented to them. And another one is Mist. Oh, so this one is slightly different because our main character has this thing called hyperthymesia. I don't know if it's a made-up word or if it's an actual thing. Essentially, I think like he is completely has complete photographic memory of anything and everything he has come across in his life, as well as the materials. And he joins a squad, but because he has that very kind of feminine, almost gentle and delicate looking feature, the squad, which is very macho and, you know, a group of men that kind of like look down upon him, especially the main, the captain of the squad, apparently he's homophobic. Like, I'm sure it's just like homophobic in the sense that he was not, you know, well educated on the topic, but essentially they fell in love eventually. But it's a lot of like angst, a lot of sort of hater to lover kind of trope, I'm assuming. Last but not least, I just want to kind of introduce a bit more everyday slice of life, because I love those topics. And I don't read school life romance as much as I used to, because I'm so old at this point to read those, and I've been out of school for way too long, and I have not experienced butterflies in way too long. So it's really hard for me to kind of connect to the characters, if that makes sense. This one is called Wait For Me After School. I've heard so much good things about this book across different platforms, like from the group chat that I was talking about, like just so many people recommended it. So I'm really looking forward to it. Essentially just like we have a transfer student, and there were, I think, also kind of haters to lover kind of thing, but the guy was very, not aggressive, like he really takes the initiative. The transfer student really just jumps in and be like, hey, like I'm confessing my feelings for you. So I love a good taking lead and act upon your feeling kind of romance. So that's kind of all of the novels I researched that I want to get through this year, but there's so many more excellent Danmei novels out there that I am sure. I really want to kind of make it my goal to go through the highest rated, or highest, not streamed, but like most read novels on the original publishing website. So definitely let me know if there are any that you were interested in reading, and I can definitely give it a try and then let you know, or maybe even film some vlogs or what have you. So let me know if there are any novels that you have been reading, or you're interested in reading but a little bit concerned about anything because of certain trigger warnings or whatever that's been talked about online, and I can definitely test it out for you guys, because I love, like, reading is my favorite thing in life. Anyways, thank you so much for joining in today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you very soon, I promise.